Hey, everybody, Kenny White's going to bang the desk. You're a little slow on the take. It's bangthebook.com. Brian Blessing, Kenny White in Las Vegas. A national championship opportunity for the winner of Florida State Clemson. We're going big boy football in the ACC. Oh, loosen that arm up.
Just getting warmed up.
Florida State laying 3, total 64. Well, we know Clemson and Boyd will have his arm loosened up because they like to, we'll just break it down here from a pace perspective. Clemson wants to go quick. Florida State, they'll slow things down a notch, won't they?
We're looking at Florida State, amazing. Number 117th in the country in plays per game at 130. 13 plays under the average. Clemson's over the average at 150, number 31. So, yeah, Clemson wants to go fast. Florida State wants to play methodical with their young quarterback.
This is a perception deal. Florida State 5-0 straight up, 5-0 to the over, 4-1 against the spread. Clemson unbeaten at 6-0. But the perception is, Kenny, this is a track meet team, but they are 3-3 to the totals. So the odds makers have done a good job with them, and those totals are a tad inflated with them.
Yeah, well, every total they went under were in the mid-60s. So that's, the total is up there. This one's going to be in the mid-60s as well. They play good defense still. They play very solid defense. Florida State goes over. They're 5-0 over because this offense, they score at will. They're 7th in the country in rushing yards per attempt and 2nd in passing yards per attempt. But that's against a very weak schedule, and this is the best team Florida State has played by far. And
you're asking the kid Winston, who's in the Heisman Trophy discussion now. He's been amazing, 393 yards, 5 touchdowns in the 63-0 romp over Maryland. They do get an extra week to prepare, which is always a pretty big deal. But I think for the young kid, a very big deal, extra week to prepare for this big game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think there's definite advantage there, and I'm not even going to add that to my number in the game. I thought Florida State was the better team at the beginning of the year. I still think they're the better team, and I thought they should be a little bit bigger favorite than 3. I was looking at 5.5, 6 in the game. They're very strong, both sides of the football. Jimbo Fisher's done a tremendous job with this program. Remember, Bobby Bowden, it was 8 straight years that he couldn't get to double-digit wins, and Jimbo Fisher's won double digits the last 2 years. He's improving the program. Now he's got his quarterback, too.
You mentioned it. Listen, Winston's been great, but this is now the deep end of the pool, going on the road in a monster football game. And Clemson, after beating Georgia, they've had a very favorable schedule. Which team or coach, I know you love Swinney, Fisher's doing a great job with Florida State, but to raise it up to this level after really not having played much, I mean, we know Clemson last week was looking ahead to this game when they played BC.
You're right. When you look at that schedule, Clemson, they played Georgia. That is a powerhouse football team. Was at that point. Now they got a bunch of injuries. It doesn't look as good, but that was a national championship team. Since that time, they have played a bunch of nobodies, but so has Florida State the entire season. So this is a big test for both teams. Going to be a tremendous game. The one thing I'm negative against myself is the home team is 10-1 straight up in this series.
I know you have a very strong opinion on Florida State, but, Swinney, the one thing this guy does do is get them geared up. Clemson is one of those teams, Kenny, and it's an intangible thing. They generally play to the level of their competition. They've done this for a long time.
Oh, that's, a good read because there's a lot of coaches out there that they play to the level of the competition, and you need to know those guys. And when you do know that type of coach, they're going to win games like this because what you're saying is all the bad teams they played against, they played down to that team's level, so their power rating dropped in those games. Maybe this team's power rating should be 5-6 points higher, and if it was, they'd be the favorite in the game.
What do you make of the number? It's locked on 3. Do you envision, it would seem to me, if anything, we may see some home dog money on the weekend?
I agree. I think the general public will be on Florida State. I think they'll lay the favorite because it's the favorite, and they'll just lay the favorite. But I think you're right. The Sharps probably will end up taking the +3 in this football game. I think you'll see it close a little bit lower. But you know what? There'll be a lot of Sharps, I think, on Florida State -2.5 as well.
And finally for you, total 64. Up-tempo Clemson, more methodical Florida State. What wins out? Something's got to give.
Oh, it's definitely got to give. And I think it's going to always give it to the methodical team.
In the bigger game?
They control the pace. I don't think in a big game, small game, any type of game, I think unless they're that much inferior opponent, Florida State's going to dictate the pace. Clemson's not going to want to go fast because there's going to be so many plays that are so meaningful in this football game, just like a playoff baseball game. The pitcher takes so much time to deliver that pitch. Well, I think you're going to see Boyd take more time in between plays than he ever has.
All right. It's great information from Kenny White. I'm Brian Blessing. Great offerings for you, as always. We'll be back with a preview of one of the marquee games in the NFL this weekend at bangthebook.com.